My name is Kim Allen, and I'm an aspiring rancher in Hot Springs, South Dakota.
I'm Lesta Conger, and I'm a South Dakota rancher.
I'm Sharon Romey, and I'm a rancher from Southwest South Dakota. Annie's project was an awful lot of fun for me. We have a great group of women who've come together and had great instructors, and we were all able to get together and support each other in learning. It was fairly fast-paced, but also able to go at our own speed when we wanted to ask questions or slow things down. And I felt like we really touched on a lot of important topics.
One of the really important things is that you're not out there by yourself, and that there is a lot of camaraderie. And one of the things I really like is that everybody bounces ideas off each other. It's not so formal that you just sit there with your hands shut. You know, if somebody's got an idea, they kind of burst out with it or talk about it. And then Adele just kind of guides us a little bit around, and we eventually get to the answer on things. But it's given a burst to me of energy for my business.
Through Annie's project and meeting with these wonderful women and the networking that comes from it, both from the local ranchers and the local women around to the state level, to Adele and Robin and all the people that work in the extension office and the farm services, to be able to have that opportunity to get that knowledge and to combine that with the hands-on knowledge. So now I'm getting the best of both worlds. I'm getting the book knowledge and the smarts and the data and the technology, and then I combine that with the hands-on experience and the real-life, real-world experience working with the Romeys and working with the Congers. And it just helps propel me, give me that extra little bit of hope that it is going to happen. One day, we're working towards it every day, every year. When that time comes, I'll have the knowledge to run it like a business. And I think if you're going to do it right and do it successfully, it has to be approached like that. If you work it like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby. If you work it like a business and treat it like a business, it will pay you like a business.
There's a future. There's a big future. And Annie's project, if I was going to give anybody some advice, I would say please do it. And do it when you're first getting in, because it'll help you find the ins and outs of everything. I mean, it just gives you a little focus. But in the agricultural field, I think you're going to see more women getting into it, because it's becoming more, how do I want to say that, more female friendly in a way.
Farming and ranching is an industry that's been primarily male-dominated, and not in a negative way. It's just been that typically it was a male role, and it's taken a long time for women to start to break into the industry. And I find that for the most part, women are welcomed at this point in this day and age in a way that they probably weren't 30, 40 years ago. And so we live in a time period where it's exciting to be a woman in agriculture, because I think that you are able to rub elbows with your business counterparts and other people in the trade, and they're going to respect you and your opinions, and maybe even be willing to see you as that equal that all women know they are.
People in the agriculture community, in the ranching community, in the farming community, you will be accepted if you work hard. They do appreciate hard work, be it man or woman. And so, you know, you work hard, you do what you're supposed to do, and it's easier to break in. You know, I guess I would just say that it is such a blessing that this program is out there. The connections, the people, the knowledge, the encouragement for women in this business and in this industry is truly priceless.
Once you start Annie's project, you suddenly almost become a sisterhood of women, and it doesn't matter whether you are a young woman just starting into the industry or whether you're a woman who's been in the industry for decades. You have this commonality of an interest and a love of agriculture and a desire for continued education. and you support each other in that. And even though you may have very different types of operations, we just wound up forming a support network that in and of itself was what was so empowering to me, was the support network from the commonality of your interest in agriculture. And I think that having these classes pulled together people from kind of a far-flung area for us and really made you realize that you're all in it together. And that's an exciting thing that came out of the project for me. After the close of the class, none of us felt like we were done. We were so excited with what we'd learned, but it almost made us hungry to learn more, because you can't go too in depth in a 6-week series on any one topic. And so we contacted Adele and requested to continue our classes.
I'm Adele Harty, cow-calf field specialist for SDSU Extension, also the co-coordinator for Annie's project in South Dakota. I think Annie's project has been very successful because we are able to bring women together with a common interest, common background, and help them to reach their goals. And it really empowers women to become a stronger business partner and be more actively involved in their operation. And I think that's key to agriculture in South Dakota, because the women in South Dakota are actively outside working side by side with the other members of their family on the operation. In some situations, they are the primary operator. So just being able to equip them and give them tools to be successful is very important. And I think that many women have taken hold of that and made the program itself successful.
It's the combination of the dynamic leader and getting the information that's in Annie's project, and then collaborating with all the people within your particular group from your area, so that you can kind of hear how these things work in your area, how they work with all those different particular operations, and then put them to play.
I just want to say I am passionate about Annie's project. I love doing the program, and it just helps me feel the value of my job when I know that I can reach out and touch so many women's lives and helping them to feel better about themselves and what they're doing, and to know that they're going to be an integral part of agriculture in the future.